My name is Boris Buthelezi, and this is NSB. We are the co-founders of Lalela Foods. Firstly, I want to thank the SAB Foundation for this program. It's my second time flying with the plane and living in the hotel, so we are very grateful. And to the all innovators here, we have a very big responsibility. We just can't fail, especially us from rural areas. We are inspiration, so we don't have an option to fail. But let us tell you why we deserve this social innovation fund.
Okay, I'm not sure if you are already aware that in South Africa and the world, there are still so many people who do not have access to basic services such as food and grocery delivery services. In South Africa alone, there are 60 million people. Over 33 million of them do not have access to food and grocery delivery services. In Africa, there are 1.4 billion people, and over 1 billion of them do not have access to food and grocery delivery services. And that is because they stay in low-income areas, official areas such as rural areas and townships. We started our company to address exactly that challenge. We understand the challenges that are faced by mainstream food delivery services which makes it impossible for them to deliver to these low-income areas. These are challenges such as lack of proper roads, there are homes with no proper physical addresses, unreliable network coverage. There are also in rural areas, there are also a handful number of individuals who face challenges with reading, writing, and digital skills. But despite all those challenges, as Lalela Foods, we have been able to deliver more than 50,000 orders over the past 3 years. We have also delivered our orders, have also generated a gross order value of more than 4.8 million.
Let me give a comparison. I have a brother who lives in Pretoria. He's young, healthy. He stays 10 minutes away to the mall. He can drive. They have a reliable public transport from 4 a.m. until 11 p.m. But again, they also have this delivery service that you just go to the app and order food and deliver to them. But again, we have these gogos who live in deep rural areas. My co-founder alluded that 1 billion in Africa, all Africa, 1 billion. In South Africa, that's half of a population of 33 million in South Africa alone. There's a gogo who's unhealthy, living 40 kilometers away from town, unemployed, of course, depending on social grant, but they don't have this access into food, just food, groceries. We eat food every day, but we as Lalela have to try and solve that problem. We've been delivering for 3 years now. Why are we different from Checker 6060? We focus mainly on rural areas. We use public transport. The reason why we use public transport is because they allow us to deliver even 40 kilometers away from town, and they allow us to touch in every corner in the region that we operate. Like in my hometown, Nongoma, we have access to in all corners of the town because we are using public transport. They reach. The crime is not a question right now because no one can stop a taxi or public transport to take their groceries.
Yeah. When we started our company, we were only thinking of grannies who live far away from towns. But now we've realized that it's even more than that. There are other customers or other people who live in these areas who are more vulnerable, even more vulnerable compared to the grannies. So we have our loyal customer, Babu Jobe, who cannot travel to town to shop for groceries because he is visually impaired. Before Lalela Foods, he used to spend 300 to get groceries. But now with the help of Lalela Foods, he spends only 50 to 100 rands to get groceries. There are other customers like Kumbi, like Gugu, who are on wheelchairs. They cannot travel to town, obviously. Before us, they were spending a huge amount of money, around 300, 400 to get groceries. But now, they only spend 50 to 100 rands. So just imagine how many other people from other low-income countries face the same challenges. We can only imagine that.
The time is out. Please ask how are we creating job opportunities.
Thank you for that. It's really innovative. How are you collecting? Are you collecting cash? Do you take payments with cards?
We are using two options. We have people who can transfer money, they just transfer money to our account. Then we also do cash on delivery.
Okay, I think a really good question would be, how are you creating employment opportunities? But before you answer that one, there's a very similar business which was a previous award winner a couple of years ago, Kulula, operating in Eshowe and in Bangeni. And one of their challenges, as you mentioned, is a lot of the households that they're delivering to don't have registered addresses. You can't find them on Google Maps. So he built a system to help him do that, so that the drivers don't drive around not knowing where to deliver. How have you overcome that problem?
All right, as we have said already that we use public transport, so actually our customers, they pick their orders from the bus station or the taxi station, so they don't have to deliver exactly to their homes.
Okay, thank you. And then the employment opportunity.
The job creation. South Africa alone, we are in deepness about job opportunities, and it's worse in rural areas, because in rural areas we don't have mines, farms, and the retailers are very few. What we did, when we bought the bikes, we realized we want to hire local people. So we bought the bikes, we realized there are no people who can operate bikes in Nongoma, in the villages. So we created an initiative to train the drivers for free. And now we have trained more than 30 people, and some of those drivers, they are working at Uber Eats and some big delivery companies through our program that we have created for them. And we currently have 13 employees, 6 of them are women. I would like to empower women with this past, because I have a daughter. I want to grow up her to equal opportunities, so you can do anything that she wants to do.
Thank you for that. I want to ask a question around the addresses. So I've got a guy who lives close by. His name is Safiso. His company is called Smart Address. And he would be able to tag all these houses that you need to deliver. So we can get into that. But my question is around competitive pricing. So if you can offer that as a value add, because how do you, without the app now, you don't have the app at the moment, how do you get these prices of items so that they know how much of cash they need to have ready for them? So I think that is an important thing, where you're building competitive pricing so that you can shop at the most cheapest store so that they get the value to the customer.
Thank you very much. I see from the application that you charge for adverts, you charge between 15 to 25 commission from restaurants and 7 to 10% commission. How many of these categories have you actually locked in? How many Facebook ads clients do you have? How many restaurants are willing to pay a 15 to 25% commission? And the same with shops. And are those percentages, are they reasonable? Are they in comparison with what other guys are charging, Uber and those guys? And have they been tested, and have you got those sources of income already in place?
We had a formal partnership with the SPA, so we're charging them 7% because we are starting up with the pricing, with the percentage of other items. What we do, we don't have a partnership with other store, but what we really want to do, if we don't have a partnership, it's like we have this program where we say just order.
All right. I'm not sure if he has answered all your questions. You may please remind me if anyone.
Well, not really, but don't worry, I get the gist. Because I mean, look, even if with the traffic, I mean, yesterday petrol price went up with R2 or R3, and that all has an impact on your costings for how much you charge per kilogram. kilometer.
Yes, sorry, I missed that. Our revenue model, they are different. We charge service fee, which is a delivery fee. That is our main revenue model. So if you order from us, we say we charge extra 30 rand to deliver maybe from 500 meters to 2 kilometers. And again, we have a Inyanga Nenyanga grocery program, so where we say every month for the gogos, we will buy them 50 kg of maize meal. So we want to have that maybe 100 or 10, so that come month end we have to buy those maize meal of 50 kg. And if we go to Spar, we have this 50 kg, 150 kg that one we want to buy. How much can you give us? If they don't give us, we go straight to the Ace Inyala. We say, okay, we want to buy this 100 maize meal, 50 kg maize meal. Then with that, we're going to have a markup thing.
Maybe we must speak to Sonke to come and put up 20 of these machines in your village.